Capricorn, welcome to your special full moon reading. Thank you so much, Capricorns, for joining me for your Scorpio full moon messages. And I'm doing this series because of the powerful Scorpio full moon. These particular readings are general in nature, so anything can come out in relation to life, love, career. We shall see what the cards have to say for you. I did pre-shuffle all the cards prior to starting your reading and also did a very special channeled reading for you. There might be messages both in this reading and the channel messages that will resonate with you. And if they do, please hit that like button, share, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And thank you so much to all of my subscribers and supporters of this channel. I appreciate each of you and I cannot wait to do more readings for you as we go along. So let's get to it. We're going to start with the Oracle cards for you, Capricorn. And we're going to see what recent past energy, current energy is coming up for you with this full moon. And we have openness, Capricorn. What a beautiful, beautiful message to start off your reading today. So, openness, Capricorn. I do believe you've had some internal dialogue with yourself about being open with others or opening yourself up to new experiences, new relationships, new emotions, even new opportunities. I do feel in the recent past you did experience a very wonderful openness with various individuals in your life that were, I'm going to say, I'm getting the term life-changing or transformative in nature because those are the words that are coming out: transformative, life-changing. And I do feel that the energies that you were surrounded by in the recent past and even currently are ones that are very open in nature. Energy of really just being in the moment, in the present moment with the energies that you're surrounded by or have been surrounded by in the recent past. And that has really brought you a lot of joy, a lot of illumination in terms of really helping you get to know people better. There might have been a bit of closed off energy that you had to some of the energies that came to your doorstep or that you were brought into contact with. But even those that you felt a bit closed off to, these energies exhibited a lot of openness with you, whether they were very emotionally available, very communicative energies, very just had a wide knowledge base, an openness to dialogue, to debate, whatever it was that their nature was. They harnessed a lot of openness about them that really you found very admirable and very alluring in many instances. So even in those connections where you didn't feel necessarily comfortable because there was something about the connection that might have caused you to close off a bit, that openness that they exhibited actually inspired you to want to be more open. Whether it was with yourself about what you truly wanted, what you truly wanted to explore further, I do feel like it did help you become more direct with your communication and more open to the possibilities that you were presented with as a means to getting closer to finding what you truly wanted. So that openness allowed you, so by them being open and honest with you, it did allow you to see them as they were, illuminate the truths of their inner and outer selves so that you yourself knew whether you wanted these connections in your lives, for multiple Capricornians out there, whether you wanted them in your life for a long period or a short period. I do feel their openness, the open energy that they had, allowed you to see them for who they truly were. I think you saw a lot of energies in your recent past and even current energies you're in. You're seeing things for what they truly are with that beautiful full moon illumination. It is a very expansive full moon that we had, one where a lot of truths, inner and outer truths, were spoken, whether to yourself or from you to others or others to you. But it was one where you learned a lot about yourself, and you're still having that energy affect you even now, where you are starting to see things for what they truly are, see people, experiences, places, job, career, whatnot. You are seeing things for what they truly are. Capricorn, let's go ahead and get into your near future energy. What near future energy is coming in for the Capricorns who are watching And we have miracles. Capricorn, what a gorgeous energy that you're going into. Miracles, I'm hearing miracles abound. I'm hearing miracles of miracles. I am seeing this beautiful double rainbow. There are certain things coming in, Capricorn, that you're just going to be like, how did that happen? You're going to question a lot of what is being presented to you as if it's just too good to be true. I do feel there's going to be that questioning of various opportunities, and I'm not just seeing one, but various opportunities, because we see miracles in plural that are just going to really kind of knock you out of your chair in a way where you're going to be like, I can't believe I just witnessed that, or I can't believe I just was present for that, or I can't believe that I have this energy in my energy. There is this sense of polarity, this sense of finding what you've been looking for energy that I feel you're going to think like, I thought it could never be possible, or I thought this could never happen, and it does. That is the energy that I feel many of the Capricornians here are walking into. And it's going to be a very beautiful experience for you to go through, Capricorn, because you're such a grounded, earthy sign that there may be times where you may not necessarily believe in miracles, or have believed in miracles for some of you, where you just were like, I believe it when I see it, or that's kind of the mentality you have. But for some of you, I also see that you are starting to feel like you need to be open to possibilities, any and all possibilities, because I feel like you haven't really gotten there yet. There are certain things in your life where you feel it just hasn't cut it yet for you. It just hasn't been perfect enough for you to take the leap or to say yes. You haven't had that moment of hell yes just yet in some things, but I do feel the miracles that are coming in are going to give you those hell yes moments in various aspects of your life that are just going to be really aligned, where you're going to say, this is exactly what I've waited for. This is aligned with me. This person, this energy is my equal and opposite at the same time. I feel I'm getting a marriage of energies is coming in for the Capricorns. And some of you may actually resonate with the forests and beautiful mountain ranges. You might live near one, a national park perhaps, but I do feel like there's this expansiveness to the energies that are coming in that are really just going to put a huge smile on your face for the Capricorns who are watching. So if you resonate with a mountain range, a national park, or forest area, you might live near there, you might live in and around there, but I do feel it's beautiful energy you're walking into. So let's go ahead and move into these cards to clarify this energy for you, Capricorn. So recent past energy for Capricorn, we have Shield of Resilience. Capricorn, another sign, got this particular card, and it says, employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. So yes, you've built a shield of resilience around your heart, around your space, around things that you're cultivating, abundant things that you've put together, that you've built. I feel many of you feel like you put your blood, sweat, and tears into various avenues of your life, that you have built up this abundance that you are like, I don't want anything or anyone to disturb this abundance that I've cultivated in my past, and even up to now. I don't want anything to distract me from, I'm hearing, keeping things flowing, keeping things going, keeping things coming in. I just did not feel like I wanted those distractions, so I built this wall of resilience around me, this shield, to guard against any external pressures from people who were saying that I needed to put that down, or that I needed to do XYZ. It was very hard for you to be flexible in that way, Capricorn, in terms of allowing someone to stop you from your game, stop you from making the money, stop you from doing XYZ in terms of a life mission, a purpose, whatever it was that you were working on. It was very difficult for people to really take you off your game, because you were like, no, I know my responsibilities. I do not shirk them. I know what I need to do. I will, I have a certain time frame that I want these things done, and a certain way of doing things, that I'm not going to let anybody kind of distract me from my game. And you had that internal strength when it came to love and career, in terms of what you wanted in love, how you wanted a relationship to go, what you wanted in career, how you wanted it to go. You really had a structured way of doing things that you didn't allow very many people to get into that in the recent past. And then you started realizing I needed to be more open. I needed to be more open to the possibilities in my current present moment because, yes, I developed this resilience. It did give me a lot of abundance. But now I'm starting to feel like I'm ready to open myself up to my inner truths of that, the fact that I do want something very special, something unique, something that really just stands out amongst the rest, whether it's love or career related. I do feel the stars have really been fascinating many of you recently. In terms of constellations and in terms of where the planets are, the moon placements, I do feel a lot of that is something many of you have become interested in. All right, and then let's move into the next near future energy. Stay in the flow. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. So yes, Capricorn, we just talked about you needing to be open to these miracles when they come in, to be receptive to them. Surrender to the fact that many of these miracles that are coming in may not be in the package that you initially thought, but that the universe says is completely aligned and perfect for you, is what I'm hearing. Okay, Capricorn, so let's get into your channeled messages because I definitely want to make sure that we get those out for you. I know we are 12 minutes in, but I want to make sure that you hear your channeled messages, which were beautiful to get into. So let's get into this. So Capricorn, I did these channelings prior to doing all of these readings. And so far, it's been great seeing the synchronicities. And with your reading, Capricorn, I heard the words ennui and dial tone. So if that means anything to Capricorn out there, ennui and dial tone, I suggest you look up the meaning behind the word ennui because there's some messages there for you in relation to what came through for a specific Capricorn. And I did see a guy's face, a masculine's face, who was just feeling kind of so neither excited or disappointed about things in the current moment. And I heard the words, it just is what it is. So that is that energy that I feel with this shield of resilience that you built. You kind of were just like going through the motions, making sure that things kept going. You were like, it is what it is. I don't necessarily have what I really want, but I mean, it works and the money's coming in or it works. I have somebody who's really cool, but I just don't know if it's going to go anywhere. And I saw him with dark hair and facial hair. So dark hair, facial hair as well. So a masculine with those features. And I heard the term everything in its place. So again, you were keeping things structured. You were keeping things going and in the flow. You were keeping things at a certain pace in your recent past and even in the current moment. And then I heard the word achieve. Focus on achieving and achievements is what I heard next. More is coming, exclamation mark. And so this is the miracles and opportunities that we see you're being presented with in the near future. So another confirmation, big things are coming in for the Capricorns watching. And I heard the term, I'm staying in my lane. So Capricorn, you may feel like you just need to continue doing your own thing, even though external pressures may be kind of, wanting to pull you, distract you, whatnot. I do feel many of you are deciding to just stay in your lane, to continue moving forward and to be more open in the near future. As you see these messages as confirmation of that, it is going to lead to something very beautiful if you remain open. And these messages may be for one or many Capricorns watching. As you can tell, the messages coming in are all different. I also heard, leave the past in the past. This is advice from your guides, to leave the past in the past so that you are in receptive mode to welcome all this new energy, this exciting energy in. And then I heard the word forgiveness. Capricorn, there's something about the near future energy where you're being asked to forgive the past. You're being asked to forgive those instances, experiences, people that may not have actually, aligned with you, or maybe something happened on an emotional deep level with these energies. You're being asked to forgive those for yourself, and also forgive yourself if there were any things in your past that are still lingering in your energy that you might feel a little bit bad about, Capricorn. Whatever it is, whether it was you didn't give something a chance, or you may have said or done something that at the time, you know, it was kind of like immediacy in the moment where you feel, I could have explained that better, I could have done that better. Whatever it is, there's an energy of forgiveness you're being asked to move into as this new energy comes in, to clear out past residual stuff that, you know, could come in to not help you be fully aware of what is in front of you, these new opportunities and miracles. And then I heard solar energy, sun shines, and symbol of hope and joy. So I saw solar energy in the sun. So it could be referencing, now I'm getting the sun card in the tarot deck, which is the card of Leo. And the fact that the sun has always been symbolic of like joy and hope. The sun is coming in for the Capricorns who are watching, and I do feel some of you may have lost hope that things would change because of that, you know, feeling of kind of about certain things in your recent past and your current. And we've all been there, Capricorn, where we just feel things are just not clicking, or things aren't right, but they're comfortable, or we have it, it's just not, you know, something you think will go the distance or that you want to continue with in the near future, but you like that it's there. That's the energy I'm getting in that. Have you lost hope? Because the sun is going to come shining through, and we all know what happens, how a rainbow is created. Rainbow comes after a storm, when the sun and the heat kind of mix and creates these beautiful prismatic colors in the atmosphere. This only happens after the rain. So there's a lot of things that are coming in after the rain for you, Capricorn. A lot of wonderful things. The sun is going to be shining brightly on you, and you are definitely going to feel like there are miracles of miracles for sure. So let's go ahead and clarify these energies here in your recent past. Let's see what's coming out. And we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So there is that lack of reciprocity energy that you might have felt with energies, or that maybe, Capricorn, you too felt like you just weren't reciprocal to energies that were coming in. Energies that may have been open to you, but you just didn't feel like you could open up and be and reciprocate at the time with those energies. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So there is that joy energy that you were in, the energy of just being in the moment, of enjoying life, love, moments, indulging in life's mysteries and life's joys is what I feel for many of the Capricorns in the recent past. Things that just you were passionate about, that you were in love with. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And there is that communication that might have come in, very abrupt, very direct communication that I was mentioning, that might have taken some people aback with the way that you were putting out these very physical boundaries between you and energies, where you were like, no, I just would like to focus on being in the moment, enjoying my time with you, but I just don't feel like this is what I want long term, or I just don't feel like this is going to work. There were probably some very direct communications that you had with past energies that came in, or that came to you, where a lot of truths were said and spoken at that time. Truths that meant what they meant at the time, where I feel like this is where you were in life, this is what you wanted, this is what you wanted to convey, and you said it and you made it clear, Capricorn. And that is who you were in the recent past to these energies that might have been very open to you. You were open in that direct way, that honest way. And they were open, I feel, for many of them in that very emotional way and honest way with you. You knew what you wanted, and you were in the, at the time, that's what you wanted. And I feel you weren't going to accept anything less, and you were not going to compromise at the time. You built that shield of resilience for yourself against those external pressures to change, or to give somebody what they feel they deserved in the moment, or to even consider, something with somebody because they said that this is where they wanted it to go, but you were like, no, that's not exactly where I wanted it to go, or no, it's not the right time. That's what you told them. And they may have just not felt really good about that. Might have been some emotional times that you had with a couple of people, but I feel you remaining honest and open with yourself about what you wanted in the recent past, and even now, is why these miracles are coming in, because you stuck to your guns, Capricorn. You stuck to your guns. So let's see what's coming in the near future. And we have the Nine of Wands reverse. Yeah, look, this is all about the wounded warrior energy. You are out of that energy. You are not going to allow anything and anyone make you feel bad about any moves that you made. But you definitely are considering, like, maybe, you know, I'm going to continue to be direct and honest. I do feel for some of you, you might actually think, hey, maybe I need, in order to stay in the flow, I need to really just allow people to express themselves and take, you know, that energy of compassion and empathy and really just make sure that they know that I care, that I value the time, that I value this opportunity experience, but it's just not aligned with me. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So there was an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that you might have been dealing with, who may have been the same way in terms of what they said they wanted, which was to focus on work, to focus on building their finances, to focus on doing their own thing for a while. An energy of somebody who might actually be focused on their finances, their career, on their, you know, cultivating their abundance, making sure that things are stable. I feel like they're going to be very, very focused on that and very focused on not being in a victim mentality in terms of focusing on the past. This may also be you, Capricorn, in this strong feminine energy of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Queen energy, where you are like, I'm not going to focus on, you know, the pain or whatnot of the past that might have happened to me or I may have experienced. I'm going to focus on myself and focus on what I'm doing, on my abundance. I want to stay in my flow. I don't want anything to mess up my flow. And then we have the Two of Wands. And there's going to be a decision you're going to need to make about whether you want to continue to stay in this energy of focusing just on you, your career, your finance, your abundance, stability, or whether you're going to allow the universe to flow things to you that are for your highest good, Capricorn. I know that you don't want to repeat, you know, energies that are not aligned with you, that are not, you know, going the same path, the same road, the same life that you want. They just aren't aligned. I know you don't want those energies of people who come in who just want one thing, who want to come in and take and not give, who don't want to be that energy that you feel you need. I feel you don't want those energies. You want the right kind of energy. You know exactly what you want, and you're going to wait until you have that. But the decision coming up is going to be, are you going to be in this mode where you're kind of blocking the miracles and the flow, or are you going to allow yourself to receive from your polar energy, your masculine energy? Are you going to allow masculine to come in to give to you as much as you are abundant they want to give to you? Are you going to allow it and make time for it? Make time for the universe to give you these gifts, these miracles? Or are you going to continue to block it with that reverse Queen of Pentacles energy? Is this person going to decide to give time to this relationship when they do meet you, or are they going to decide that they just want to continue to turn their back on this decision and not really venture into new territories with you? Are they going to decide that they want to just turn their back on the decision when it comes to you? That is all that's coming in your near future, Capricorn, in regards to these energies. So Capricorn, let's get into your oracle messages for your near future to see what else is coming out to clarify this. All right, Capricorn. Near future energy for Capricorn, please. And we have encouragement. Oh, I love that. Card 54, which boils down to a 9. You might be seeing the number 54 or double or triple nines. You might want to look at the meaning behind those numbers, but I do see you being encouraged. I feel like this is you, and this is the universe encouraging you to get into your beautiful, feminine, receptive energy, encouraging you to be in a state of, I'm hearing balance, and a state of softness, and that beautiful feminine energy, like I said, of receptivity, of love, of being ready to welcome in a loving partnership, loving energy, reciprocal energy. You're being encouraged by the universe to be ready to receive. And we're going to read the meaning of this card at the end. So let's go ahead and move into this particular deck. So what is Capricorn going to be releasing in the near future or needs to release? And we have surrender, fear, your fear of change. So yes, there is that message there when we talked about surrendering to the flow and to the miracles. Will you be able to do that? And it says the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Capricorn, you might resonate with this beautiful image of the horse. You might love horses or ride horses. I do feel for many of you that is a huge message here, that in order for you to welcome in the miracles, and you need to stay in the flow. And I do feel this reverse Queen of Pentacles is just a notice point for you in the near future that you need to be receptive to these. Or you're going to miss the signs, the synchronicities, the gifts. If you are not fully telling the universe, okay, I'm open to receive whatever it is for my highest good. Even if it doesn't look like exactly what I'd pictured, I know that what you bring is going to be exactly what I needed. And that is a decision for you. Will you or won't you surrender the fear of change and allow the universe to encourage you to be softer with yourself, to be receptive? All right, so let's get into this particular one here. And we have 5555, clarity, great transformation, major changes. There's that change coming in with the major miracles, opportunity, fast-paced, forward process. You aren't a victim of circumstance. You definitely don't want to be that in this energy here. You are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. So yes, Capricorn, that is exactly what is going on. You are being set up for the best, and everything is going to work out perfectly in the end as long as you continue to surrender. You work on that if it's something that you're still working at, and you stay in the flow and allow the opportunities and the lessons that are naturally unfolding for you in the near future, which includes reversing this. Making time for love, making time for the opportunities and the miracles. Don't be so bogged into your work, your career, your advancement. Make time for the softer, even the smaller things of life. Make time to breathe. Make time to get to know new people. Venture out and go on dates. Try, a new venue. Try this, that, or the other to see if you can meet a different network of people. But I do feel the message is be open and don't kind of get stuck in this energy for too long, because the universe is ready to give you some things and you just need to be aware of them and be open to them. That is the big message here for the Capricorns watching. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for being here for your reading. Please mark these numbers down, 555 and 999. And let's go ahead and read the message for that card there for you. The message of encouragement. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored. Oh, another confirmation. And the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. 100% Capricorn. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. There's that network, opening yourself to new people. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going, Capricorn. Yes, you are. Be open to it. There's some amazing people around the corner you're about to meet. Thank you so much, Capricorns, for being here. I cannot wait to do your next reading, and I will see you all in your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.